But I realized this morning she was only asking me that to realize I wasn't a fucking serial killer.
Welcome to another episode of another Latino Wida podcast and the Latino Wida podcast. And today I am with Harold Patrick. Harold Patrick is one of my favorite comics who is underage.
Hey.
Okay, you're not underage right now because I brought you beer and he is over 21, okay?
22.
This is not illegal. Like, he can drink this.
I can.
I bring him Venezuelan beer. Like, this is it. I told him beforehand, Venezuelan beer is like super light beer, but I hope you like it. But I want to start, like, you started comedy before, like, when you were like 20, right?
Yeah, when I was
18?
20. Yeah.
Because I remember the story, but I want you to tell it because I didn't witness it, but I heard it, that you used to go to Shakers. I believe this happened in Shakers, and since it was a bar and you couldn't come in, you did stand in front outside. It was Shaker or it was another bar?
I went to Shakers and they kicked me out, but I didn't. And
they're like, go, leave.
yeah, there was this one spot. Oh, I went to Jerk at Joe's.
Okay.
In Villa Park, and they didn't ID me when I got in there, so I was hanging out,
Okay.
signed up and everything. I think I even got a drink from the bar. I didn't get like a drink like a Coke or some shit. And I went up and did my set, and I said in my set that I was only 20. And then after my set, the bartender was like, "Hey man,
You need to leave.
yeah, can I see your ID real quick?" And I was like, "Sure." And he was like, "Yeah, you gotta go." Cheers.
Cheers. But you did your set.
I did my set, yes.
That is the important part. And I put it in the freezer and they froze a little bit.
That's okay. Yeah, there was a couple spots could not go to, just because I wasn't 21.
And do you feel like there's a bigger transition between doing the stand-up before 21 and after 21? But like on
I was getting drunk and I started
exactly
doing
like on the material, because like before you couldn't drink, but after 21 you're like, now I know what drinking feels like.
And it's interesting because I really even wasn't a big drinker before I was 21.
Of course.
I like
It
think I've been drunk like twice or three
illegal
times.
to drink before you
Well,
were
no,
21.
hey, if everybody drinks in high school, but
I drink it till 15, so it's okay.
Oh, really?
No, in Venezuela we don't care. In Venezuela, like, you can go to a liquor store at 16 and buy alcohol.
But like if you're
They don't care. If you have the money, they will give you. Like, literally.
But if you look really long, like if you look like an 8-year-old, they don't give a shit.
They don't give a shit.
Really?
If you have the money, there you go.
All right.
Like, it is. I have never.
This is good.
It's good, but it's tough. I have never heard about nobody ever in Venezuela that they went to a liquor store and they said, no, we're gonna sell the alcohol to you.
Really?
They just don't care. It's like, how old are you? 13?
Like they don't like. Do they know they're drinking it, or do they like?
They just wanna sell their
Getting
fucking
it.
liquor.
Are they they're not buying it for their
It's
parents
like,
or
you're
anything?
13. You shouldn't have this rum. You should have this one. This is gonna be better for you. It's like that. They don't fucking care. But
No, kid. You want the 97 proof.
yeah, like this is gonna be a like a party or something. Yeah, okay. You want 2 of these actually.
That's crazy.
Like, 1 is not enough. It's crazy, but Venezuela is like that. Now that we touched the subject that you being John, I've been watching what is happening with World War III. Have you seen anything about the news about that? No. Okay.
I mean, like I know what you're talking about.
Okay. It's like I didn't deep into it, but I saw that apparently they're like how the First World War started has a lot of similarities to the context we're now.
Mhm.
Like, we're in the brink of a recession. Everybody's feeling like, oh, like generations are too weak and they're gonna create problems, and like there's that feeling like it's been peaceful for too long. And what is happening with Russia and USA, that apparently Ukraine sent missiles to Russia, but the missiles were manufactured in USA, and Russia was like, this was not in the contract, like, so we're gonna retaliate.
Right.
And the NATO nations were like, if you retaliate, we're gonna retaliate. And so we're like close to like one person pushing the wrong button to World War III. And my question is, you were born in 2002.
Mm-hmm.
as a Gen Z, how do you
Yeah, Gen
feel
Z.
with all the shit that is happening? Because I believe when I was a kid, like when I was growing up, like everything was like it had a little bit of hope in life. Like you in the 90s, like yeah, the future is cool. Now it's like the future is shit.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
I get what you're saying, man. You know, Israel and Palestine, Russia and Ukraine, China and Taiwan.
Venezuela's coming to the shit.
Yeah, yeah, we got
Yeah.
the migrants here, but you know, I don't fucking. You gotta understand, like,
Yeah, I gotta understand.
you gotta understand that it's not just the American government selling them
No.
weapons. Like, it's outside people too. Like, it's
Yeah.
how do you say, individuals
Yeah, Venezuela.
selling. Yeah, well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, we sell candy and guns.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know, I get where the World War III thing is coming, but I don't know.
But how do you feel how was your growing up? Because I believe Gen Z, like obviously millennials, there's a lot of mean generational differences, and we always like shit on the next generation.
Yeah,
But I believe you have it tough growing up. Like for me, 90s was like everything was colorful, everything was super cool. The future looks super amazing. Like you have the movie Back to the Future. The future was not a dystopian shit like everybody's dying.
right,
It was like, oh, this looks cool.
right.
But I don't have your perspective of growing up because your childhood was in 2010.
Pretty much, yeah.
So how was your childhood? It was like hopeful, like oh, the future is cool. Or it was like what the fuck?
It was still like almost lingering of the '90s, you know,
Okay.
like the '90s was like a huge boom for everything, like Nintendo DS and
Yeah.
like PlayStation and all this shit,
The
you
Game
know,
Boy Pokemon.
the Game Boys, yeah, basically video games and like the
Yeah.
internet, really.
Yeah.
And then by the 2010s, it was like pretty much fine tuned, and it was like getting like massive, like worldwide.
Yeah, online. It was like,
Like
games, but now they're online.
right, right. Now it wasn't just you know, first world countries with this shit. It was everybody. Everybody had this shit now. So I don't know, man. I think I grew up pretty fucking like to myself, but just like very observant, you know,
Okay.
just like looking at shit.
But
And
hopeful, or you were like, this is where it's going.
I'm
shit.
so like just ride with the waves, see what happens. You know, like I'm very chill. I'll I try not to complain about shit because I know there's
Okay.
a lot of other shit going on in the world. But yeah, I mean, all I know is the internet. That's all I grew up with.
Do you play Fruit Ninja? You were an iPad kid.
Oh yeah, I wasn't really an iPad kid. I got my first phone when I was 11 or 12.
Oh, that's actually late for
Well, now that's late.
now. That's late.
Back then it was like, damn, that was like
I
early.
got my first phone, I believe, like 11, 12,
Hmm.
but it was a phone that you couldn't even text on it. It
Oh,
didn't
really?
have to text. It was just call. And
Just
that's
calls.
it.
Oh no, I had the flip phone LG where I could text and call on it.
No, this was it didn't have game. The screen was like a little fucking square.
Oh
And
damn.
it was a nice phone. I miss it. Like
You know, my mom, she's a real estate lawyer. She has been on my
Okay.
whole life, and she always had like the new phone. And I remember when the Blackberries came out, she had a Blackberry. Oh man, that shit was fucking awesome. It had the little
Yeah,
roller, the
the
mouse
whole
roller.
keyboard,
Yeah,
yeah.
the whole keyboard, little mouse roller right there, and it had that brick game. You remember that brick
yeah,
game?
yeah.
You could, that was I would steal
You're
my mom's
like,
phone and play
yeah,
that
let me
game.
play with your phone.
Yeah,
Let me-
yeah, yeah.
You were one of those kids.
I
like,
was one of those kids.
Does
Let
your
me see.
phone have games? It's like,
Yes,
fucking
yes,
hell.
yes. Until another kid said that to me, and I was like, fuck.
Have
Never
you
again.
been called sir so far?
Yeah, I've been called sir.
By who? So, so this toddler.
No, yeah, it happens. It doesn't happen often. I'd say once a month.
Because
something.
okay, we have a roast battle yesterday. Really nice battle.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
Sorry, I was shitting on you.
No, like I was ready. If you said something about my birthday, he didn't know. But if you find out and you said something, I was like, "What? The best way to spend my birthday is just shitting on white people. Yeah,
Mhm.
why not?" But we have a roast battle. You know what? If this is gonna come out in 3 weeks, so if I have the link for a roast battle, I'll put it on the link of this because it was a really nice roast battle. I won, but I believe barely.
It was 3-2.
Yeah,
It was 3-2.
yeah, like I believe it was if it was going your way, I'll be like, yeah, it's fair. Like I believe
Oh,
the
yeah.
judges have had it like really difficult because we were hitting our jokes. Both of us were hitting each joke. So
Yeah, either of us could have won that one.
yeah,
Honestly.
it was a really nice battle. But I met his parents after I said I ate her mom's pussy, and he was like, "Come in her."
Yep, and
And
my
my dad,
mom,
and this is my.
this is my dad, and yeah, my mom. She actually was funny. She like went on the table and like spread open her legs for you. That was crazy. I wasn't,
Yeah, it was crazy.
wasn't
like,
expecting.
she was like, "Okay, do it now."
You should go and watch this too.
Yeah, I'm gonna say her to send this to her. But I met your dad, and he does look like a sir, like an old. Like
He was in the Marines.
yeah, but I don't see you becoming
Him?
him.
Well, you saw how short my mom is.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I cannot see you getting old. Like I don't unless it's like not adulthood, but you go straight to just curve yourself and be an old guy.
Oh, true.
Yeah, but not adulthood. No, like because your dad looks like, hey, what's up, man?
Yeah.
Just like
He's almost 60.
he doesn't look 60.
Yeah, he's almost 60.
he,
He
he looks like 48.
Oh, there you go. I'll tell him you got a crush on him.
I'm just flirting on your dad and on your mom. But no, we have an amazing battle. I have a bunch of topics. One was that I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna give you the opportunity because I believe I always cheat on Gen Z and how
You
the-
should, honestly. I hate my generation, too.
Yeah, but I will give you like the moment to retaliate. Like, what would you say about millennials, boomers that you're like, fuck you? Like, yeah, our generation, my generation is stupid, but your generation, do you have anything that you're like, fucking millennials?
It's funny, man. Like, yeah, all people are just really stupid, to be honest with you. I don't take it really.
Not my viewers. You're really smart.
I honestly hate my generation, dude. I
Okay.
hate Gen Z. They're
Why?
all stupid and like on their phones all the time. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm on my phone all the time. But it's
But I'm gonna point this out.
Go
But
ahead.
I believe you're on your phone, as me. I am on my phone all the time, because everything now is converging to the phone.
yes.
If you're in a
yes.
restaurant, you wanna look at the fucking menu. You need the phone.
I guess that's not the main problem. I think the main problem is our life is our phone.
yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
everything's in your phone. Your bank is in your phone. If you wanna check the menus in your phone, if you wanna check directions, it's in your phone. So it's like, if you
Right.
don't have it, you're pretty much fucked.
You are pretty much fucked. You're absolutely right. But when it comes to like Gen Zers, everybody's trying to be like a content creator. You know what I mean? So they're always on TikTok and
So annoying,
Instagram.
these people that create content.
Yeah, but
Fuck it.
you're a comedian. There's a difference. You're funny and like
Thank
you
you,
have
thank you.
talent. That's
Okay.
the difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a voice that is being given to people that are not.
There's so many famous people who live in mansions in LA. Jack Doherty. You know who Jack Doherty is?
No, but I know K Senat, K, I believe that's his name. He's a black dude. He's a streamer.
Oh, Kai Cenat.
Yeah, Kai
Yeah,
Cenat.
yeah, like
Like,
him.
He doesn't do anything smart. Like everything I watch a video of him is like he's doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like speed, like I speed.
I should
like-
speed.
It's like they don't contribute to anything, and they are super famous. And it's like,
No,
I
no.
believe people like to watch stupid shit.
It's pure entertainment, is all it is.
Yeah, but it's
But then there's people like Jack. You don't know who Jack Doherty is, but like trying to think.
Mr. Beast, that's a nice YouTuber. I believe
Mr. Yeah.
he actually contributes. He actually makes content that, at least he tries to put something of like knowledge of like, okay, this is what happened if you isolate yourself. I believe he
Right.
tries somehow to make something more watchable. But Kaisen is like, hey, I have Nicki Minaj in this chair. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much, and that's in the prank videos too. Prank videos fucking piss me
So
off because
what-
most of them are stupid as shit.
What does Jack Doherty do?
He is basically like a prank YouTuber, and
Okay.
he is a huge instigator. Is basically all he is. He's been punched like 3 times by like 3 different rappers.
I hate those because I believe pranks used to be something that, okay, you prank people can get angry,
Right.
but now the prank says like, hey, watch this prank. We're gonna shoot this lady. It's fake blood, but we're gonna shoot it in the middle of the street to see what happens. Like,
Right.
what kind of prank is that? Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking run this lady over with my car. Oh, it's just a prank. It's like
yeah, it's like, what the fuck, like.
no, and yeah, or it's just like being super rude to people for no reason.
There's one that apparently the guy, it was like 2 black guys, and they were like, harassing this. This is a prank. They're like, hey, where you going, man? Where you going? And then just kept like pushing on him. And apparently the guy just put a gun and shoot one of them.
Yeah,
And
like I would think I'm getting jumped right now, dude.
exactly.
Like
And then he got sued and he got like a minor offense on assault because he shot a gun in a mall. And first, that doesn't make any sense because if you're getting jumped, what he's supposed to do? Like, hey, can we go outside? Like, I cannot shoot it here. Can we just,
yeah,
you know, first, a stupid law. But second is like, he's basically doing self-defense because he's feeling threat.
right. Yeah, no, that's the problem with like some of the laws is when you're in a court during that shit
Yeah.
and they have video, they're looking frame by frame, you know? So they're like really looking at if he like was getting actually beat up, like they were making contact with him,
Yeah.
you know? Or if he just felt unsafe, and feeling unsafe is
Yeah,
a
it's-
little different than actually being unsafe.
The pranks were in my generation were something really stupid, but it was like not harming anybody. I don't know if you ever heard about planking.
Yeah.
Planking
Planking.
was
yeah,
so
yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, it was so
But
stupid.
no one was hurt. Like,
Yeah, no,
it was just
like,
people doing this.
Yeah, literally.
It was stupid. There was one that did it on the sign of McDonald's. Like, how did you get up there?
yeah.
But no one got hurt. Like that. I don't know. I believe it's been changing. But
Yeah, I think my generation just all want to be famous quickly.
okay, we're gonna keep that thought and think about what do you hate about millennials. We're gonna make a little pause because whatever. I'm gonna bring more beer, but we're coming back. And we are back. We were watching some millennials. We were planking on top of each other. That was really fun. So, I mean, you were under and I was on top, and then your mom and your dad. It was really fun. It was super fun.
Why am I under? I'm the smallest. I should be on top, dude.
At the end, we flip.
Okay. All right, cool.
So,
cool.
one thing you hate your generation because they want to become famous so fast, and they're kind of stupid with it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, people like to watch stupid shit. But something you don't like about older generation that you're like, yeah, you give me my country on the shit. Why are student loans so high?
Yeah. Older generation, man. Can't really. I don't know, man. I can't put. I'm not a very like hateful guy. I'm to be honest. Like I sometimes I can be, but I don't know, dude. I don't really look at millennials like in a group. I kind of look at individual and shit. Like,
Okay.
what would you say you're a millennial?
Elder millennial.
Like
Because,
early millennial? or late millennial.
elder, like late millennial.
Late
Because
millennial.
I believe millennial is from 92 to 2000, no, to 99, something like that. No, it's from 89 to, I don't know. But I am like on the edge of being Gen X.
Got you. So like a late Gen X, early millennial.
Yeah,
Got you. Yeah, you're 31.
32 now.
32. That's right.
What about that? I'm
That's right, 32.
My birthday was yesterday. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
So you're born in 92.
yeah.
Yeah.
All as fuck. Like now, if you say to a kid like, "Oh, when were you born?" You're like, "Oh, 19." They're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
like kids don't comprehend. Like kids, when I do mean kids, I mean like 5 below. They're like, "What? Like, are you 100 years old? Like, what is happening?" And it's like,
Yeah.
"Fuck you, kid.
I think-
Like, fuck you."
I think millennials are a lot woker than Gen Z are.
Yeah. But apparently, like, what is happening is like generations used to rebel against the norm.
Mm-hmm.
So the norm with millennials was like wokeness, acceptance, and we hate like religion. And now what is happening is that the new wave is like, oh, then being religious or being like against what you believe is the new rebellion.
Mm.
So there's a lot of like new wave that they are going into like really religious groups,
Yeah.
and it's because they're like, no, we're against what you were believing before.
Yeah. A lot of millennials are atheists.
Yeah, so
I have a few friends from high school who like were not religious in high school, but now they're like super
you see like
Christian. Like it's very weird.
you see because it's like, oh, we're going against what is
Yeah.
like before us. So
It's like
it's
we
really
literally fucking jumped a kid together, and now you're like,
So I have 2 more topics. We're gonna have one for the bonus content.
Okay.
But uh, I, I, this is what I do to find things to talk about. I just go into Inger.com. Really nice. It's like 9gag.
How do you spell it?
IMGUR. It's like 9gag. It's basically a version of 9gag. And I found a video of taxidermy, and I couldn't like not think of like this is so fucked up. Like, how do you get into that job?
Yeah, it's a weird job. You
Like,
gotta like dry the skin out and like stretch it and
like
shit.
she was doing like a parrot, and she was like doing the face, and the face was cool, and then she was blowing out the whole carcass, and like this was like,
Yeah,
what,
it gets
what are
really-
you doing there?
it gets weird. Gets
So like, would you ever do that? Like, I don't know how much money they earn. I don't know who is more fucked up. The person who's like, no, I wanna do this for life. I wanna just give me a carcass and I'll make it last forever.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I feel like if you're a taxidermist, it's a family thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like nobody's like nobody just starts it. I feel like it just
yeah, I
it's
don't
like
know
it's just a
where-
family thing. You
like
grew up
you're-
with it, and you kind of
like,
just
what
took
does
over.
your family do? Oh, my mom is a lawyer, my dad is a doctor, and I wanna keep carcass alive.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I was thinking about this morning.
About taxidermy.
Kind of a little bit. I was thinking
I
about.
was in his house. That's why I put this topic.
It's funny. I was like, man, my mom is a good mom.
Okay.
That's what I came to the realization this morning, and I'll tell you why. Because
Okay.
when I was like 11 or 12, we were in Florida fishing with all my cousins and stuff.
Okay.
And one of my cousins caught a fish, but the fish swallowed the hook. So I
Okay.
tried to get the hook out and shit, and he like swallowed it. It was like down in there. So I literally just had to cut the head off and retrieve the hook.
Okay.
And so I did that, cut the head off and all this. And my mom, I was telling her about that because she wasn't on the boat, so I saw her later. So I was telling her about it, and she was like, "Well, how did that make you feel, doing that to the fish?" And during that time, I was like,
I
I
had a
don't-
boner.
Ye-
Normal shit.
"Yeah, I'm fucking hard right now." No, I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not a pussy, you know. Like,
Yeah,
fuck,
yeah.
you gotta do what you gotta do. You
By
know?
the way, my pronunciation of pussy apparently is super bad, but like, people like it.
So that's what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, no, I just had to do what I had to do. I get the hook back, whatever. Right, the fish was dead anyway.
I did the same to the dog. Like, I don't see the problem.
Right, no. But I realized this morning she was only asking me that to realize I wasn't a fucking serial killer.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Like
So you weren't like, oh, I enjoy
I
it.
enjoyed it, right. And then, so yeah, that's why I'm not a taxidermist, you know, because I just don't, I wouldn't enjoy that, would
Like,
not enjoy it.
How would you feel if you text your mom? Yeah, right now you're like, Mom, you know, I actually wants to be a taxidermist. Like, she's
Oh,
like,
my mom's so supportive. She would be like, okay.
Okay, like, do you want me to kill the dog so you can start to brag?
My sister would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
But who is more fucked up?
Mm-hmm.
The person who does the taxidermy, or the person who has an animal die and he carries a dead body to a place and is like, hey, can you make this look like this for longer?
Oh yeah, like they
The
taxidermy their
clients.
pets. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. That's a little weird too, because I've had pets my whole life.
And you never are
No.
like, make this forever.
No, that's a little weird. I don't like that.
So who's worse? Like, according to the comments, who's
I-
worse, the taxidermist or the clients?
I think the clients. I
thi-
think the clients, like if it's not like a deer or something on like the wall or some shit.
Yeah, and they're making, like, the taxidermist is making money. These people are spending money to keep a carcass. Like,
Right,
I-
right.
yeah.
Yeah,
If the clients didn't exist, the taxidermist wouldn't exist.
no, exactly. I mean, that's for everything.
No, but I believe there's some taxidermists that they just like to do. It's like,
I bet somebody would just figure it out.
look at this squirrel. I'm gonna put cotton inside of it.
right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if it's not like a big game that you killed and was like you ate the animal, but you just want to show the kill, like, you know, in the South, that's real
Yeah,
popular.
make a video.
Yeah.
You don't have to keep it in your wall. We understand when you kill it.
Yeah, but your pet, just fucking torch the thing and get the ashes. You don't need the fucking.
Yeah, you
don't
put
need
the
all that.
ashes in a little urn and just
Yeah,
put
so
it
that's
on
what
top.
everybody does. You put not even in a little urn, in a box. You put it in a
In a
fucking
little
box and you stick it in storage.
Put
you
it
forget
in a
it's there.
sancloth, because there's some people that go weird with that. Just put it in a sancloth and then you play like Pictionary with it. I
Yeah,
don't
some
know.
people like put it in like a little necklace or something.
Yeah.
And like there's a place you can get rings
It
and
will
shit.
put in a little sancloth
cute.
and then you play Pictionary with it.
You know what my sister did? God damn
I
it.
want to
That's
know.
actually not a, that's actually not a bad idea.
Like to kill your sister and make it. Like, well, how's the name of your sister?
She
Her name. What's her name?
oh, her name is Catherine.
Catherine, when you die, we're gonna turn you into a sand clock. So what your sister did?
She when one of our dogs dies, she gets the paw print.
Okay.
Um,
Oh yeah, that's good.
And gets a tattoo. She got a tattoo of it on her back. So her first dog.
Yeah, I have a friend that she did that, and that the dog recently passed, and she was devastated, but she have the urn. She made like a little place for in to keep her toys and shit.
Right.
She was really attached to the dog.
What if you like taxidermied your grandma or some shit, and she's just and she's just like sitting there?
Okay, if there's a taxidermist looking at this podcast, I don't know if my views.
If you could do it with an
get to that,
animal,
but can you do it with a person? Like, like
it's got to be
man,
possible.
possible about you can do it, but like you can get into an establishment with just putting a black bag, and it's like, hey, this is my grandma. Can you just do your thing on this?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And
Cause like they're dead, dude. Just fucking move on.
and I
Just
believe
move
you
on.
choose a position. So
Oh yeah,
what position would you put your grandma?
dude. I was in New York a couple weeks ago, and at
I
this
just put it like this. In the entrance, and I just put candles on it, and candies like, yeah, the grandma has the candies.
oh gee, yeah, you fucking make like a what's that?
You put it like this, and then you put the key.
Oh god, no. Oh god, yeah, you could have one is for keys and one's for like coats and shit. You know,
Yeah,
You're just, like, in
a
the-
hanger.
yeah. No, just put your head on her head. It's fine.
I believe the pinky's open, so you use the pinky.
Oh man, yeah. What, are you able to? I don't think I've ever actually seen.
I don't
it.
believe you can close it. It
Yeah,
will
I
be
was gonna
fun that
say.
you put it and then you close the finger.
I don't think I've like truly. I think I've seen a taxidermied animal, but I don't think I've touched it. So is it like hard or is it like
I believe they're super stiff.
stiff? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe you can move. If you
Probably.
can move it, will be worse.
Yeah, dude, you could like make it like jerk off or something.
Like a stuffed animal.
Yeah.
Like taxidermists out there, if you're watching the podcast.
We can talk about taxidermies for like 15 minutes.
No, for like 10. But it's because it's a nice topic. Because no
yeah,
one
you're
talks
right.
about this shit, and it's
That's-
like so
that is-
weird.
that is true.
And I don't know if I wanted. Probably it's not legal, but I want to know if someone will take that job if they get paid like a lot. Like, hey, we're gonna pay you like
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
15K.
Oh yeah, 100%.
This is my grandmother.
I don't think it's cheap to actually like
Yeah,
get,
no,
get it
I-
done. Like it's expensive. So
I don't know who is legal.
I'm sure they're making bank.
I want to. That's why they're become taxidermists. But they like you have few clients, and if you have a regular clients, like what are you doing with all these pets? Like what is happening here?
Yeah. They're just hanging them on the wall.
Every week you give you another dog. Like hey,
Yeah, I think they probably have policies where it's like, yeah, this client comes in more than
every fucking day.
yeah. Like there's
Like okay, we're gonna end the episode with one question that I saw in another podcast. So I'm stealing content. Yes, okay.
Okay.
But I found it super interesting. If you get this is a deal that you can accept or not. They will give you $5 million, but the condition is you gotta pick one word from your language, will be English,
Mhm.
and if someone says that word in a 200 meter perimeter around you, you immediately explode. But you pick the word. It can be whatever word you like, but that's the condition. You get $5 million. You pick one word, and if someone said it in a 200 meters or well in feet, I don't know how much is it. Fuck you. Just immediately explode. Would you take the deal? Because on the thing that I saw, one of the guys was like, "No, because I will be leaving scared of the shit out of me like every time like I go out. Like I'll be scared all the time."
You can't think of a word that is not rarely is very.
They
rarely
have to be a
used.
word that is super rarely used.
Right.
Skibby dibby, boom, just blow immediately. The N word, you cannot go to the south. Like
Would I take that deal? Is what you're asking me?
yeah. If you will take the deal, and if you will take it, like one word that you're like, maybe this word.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
I choose to take it, and the word I used was a petrichor. That petrichor is the name of the smell of wet soil when it rains. So it's a super specific word that basically I believe like few people know, and there's not a good way to use it in a conversation out of nowhere. It's not gonna rain, and people like, oh yeah, petrichor.
Yeah. Now you made me think of like sleet. When has anybody ever said sleet?
What does that mean?
It's like very light rain.
Sleet.
Sleet. SLEET.
You see, like no,
Nobody. Yeah.
but now if
But
like,
you learn that in school, and there's schools everywhere. So it's like
you gotta stay
so
away
you gotta
from
be.
school.
I gotta stay away from schools anyways.
Or a
but-
kid that is obsessed with the word like sleet, and you're like
Right.
explode.
Right.
So you gotta. So you
Mm.
would you take the deal? Yes.
I would take the deal.
Okay. So what word?
Oh, it's the N word for sure. I'm dead. I'm.
You're gonna
I'm
explode.
dying.
You're
Yeah.
gonna
Nah.
explode immediately. No comedy shows for Harold Patrick.
What am I? Can I pick a phrase instead of a word?
No, it's
Damn.
one word.
Damn it.
I'm gonna give you 1 minute
Okay. Okay.
to pick the word.
Fuck it. Sleet. Yeah. Sleet. Nobody ever says sleet.
Yeah, I believe you just gotta stay away from school and from like libraries, because someone will read it. It's like, oh, what about this word, sleet? And
Right. Right. Yeah. Nobody's like it's sleeting outside.
Yeah,
Like it's
no.
just like it's drizzling outside or something.
Yeah, drizzling. Sleet is not a word.
It's not really a. word,
Melvin
yeah.
Stewart said petrol, like the way they say gas in UK.
Oh
I
yeah.
believe
Nobody
that's
says
a-
petrol here.
No,
Damn.
so I
That's
believe
actually
that's a good one.
that is a good one. Damn.
So sleet, petrol, and for me petrichor. So if you have any word that you're like, I believe I will use this fucking word, comment it.
Oh,
and,
bullocks.
What bollocks?
Bullocks.
What's that?
It's like a swear word in England.
Bollocks.
Yeah, so nobody will say it here.
Yeah, no.
I'll say
There's
bullocks.
you get the money. The first bar you get in is an English pub, and just someone's like bollocks, and you're like,
Ah,
fucking
fuck.
fuck you. But well, that's it. That's the episode. We're gonna have the bonus content. Remember, the bonus content is just on YouTube. I don't put it on Spotify. And well, adios. You have to say adios in Spanish.
Adios.